y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in with me again today. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Cleveland. So we got a lot going on in the fish room. If you don't know, this is my fish room. I built everything in here from the stands to the facade right here. Walls, painted, all that. I did everything, including the carpet. So now that I caught y'all up, we got a bunch that's going on in the fish room, y'all. Check this out. One thing you might notice, the little 3 tanks we had right here are gone. We had 2 20 gallons and a 10. Those are gone. I'll tell you where those went in a minute. But we have this 55 gallon right here. Caught that on sale, as some of you may know. And then we want to put another 55 gallon or 60 gallon up under this. Probably a 60 gallon. I'm going to tell you why in a minute as well. So I got to build a stand. I got to get busy. But I'm not going to talk too much more about this right now. I want to show you what's been going on with the saltwater. I know that's why y'all clicked on this video, right? So, as I mentioned before, if you are interested in starting a saltwater aquarium, this is a perfect time. So right here, I have 2, pardon the mess, I've been busy, like I said. One of the 20 gallons. This is a saltwater 20 gallon. These fish are going to go into this 125 gallon. We have some more saltwater fish right here in this 37 gallon right here. 3 fish in here. These three fish are going to go into this 125 gallon. And that's what's going on today. We are going to set up this 125 gallon. We're going to set that tank up for these 3 fish today. I think I could get them in here in about 30 minutes. 30 minutes. So I know you're probably like worried, wondering what's going on. So I already put salt into this tank. I put salt in here about probably like 4 days ago. It took 24 hours for it to dissolve. I want to show you how to do that process. That's why I said if this is the first time that you're going to start a saltwater aquarium, perfect time to catch this video. So all I did so far with this one, I threw the salt in here. I have a circulation pump going right here that will help the salt dissolve. And then I also rinsed out a sponge in here. So I only did that because I wanted to add some bacteria. I didn't want to just have it completely sterile. Now, what I also plan on doing is I have this sump right here that I made. This is a DIY above the tank sump right here. I'm about to pack this full of media. I have a trash can sump over there. I have a trash can sump over there that I made. I hope you guys are following along. I made that trash can sump for the 225 gallon saltwater aquarium. Now, I made it so big and I packed it full of so much media that whenever needed, I could go ahead and pull some out. So I'm going to pull out some old. Also, what I did about a week ago, I threw in all my extra media that I had sitting around. I threw it in there because I knew that this was coming. So I'm also going to pull that out. So I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to set it up on this filter right here. I'm going to let it run with the heater. And 30 minutes later, we're adding these fish in right here. Now, as you have seen, and as you know now, I started this process without you guys. We have this 125 gallon right here. All I have in here is water. Now, make sure you're using RODI water for your saltwater aquariums. So that's what I have right there. This is 125 gallons of RODI water. I use a RODI water filtration system. I caught this on Amazon for about maybe like $200. 6-stage RODI water system. It gives me about 100 gallons of water every day. Works really good. It took the whole day to give me my whole 125 gallons, maybe a little bit more than that. And then I also have let's talk about that later. So since I caught you up to speed with this, we have a tank full of water. We don't have no filter on it. We don't have any salt in here. Now, when you buy your salt, you have 2 options. You could get this instant ocean sea salt right here, which is this is the one I would recommend, unless you're going to get corals. And then you get reef crystals. It's an orange one. Looks just like this, but it's orange. That's the one that you use if you plan on getting corals once the tank is fully cycled. We're not doing that, so we're using this one. This one was about $38 on sale. So this will give us 160 gallons. This is 125 gallons. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull out the amount of salt that I would need to take basically I need to take out about 35 gallons of sea salt. So that's about 70 scoops. Sounds like a lot, but it's about 70 scoops, 1 cup scoops. So I'm gonna take out 70 cups, and then I'm gonna pour in the rest of the salt into here, and then I'm gonna put a circulation pump on it, and then it's gonna dissolve 24 hours, and then we'll finish up with this part of the video tomorrow. But let's do this one. So, good thing I got some scissors right here. So make sure you break that tab, and then you could go ahead and remove this lid. Now, if you are storing this, keeping your salt for an extended period of time, make sure you do not allow any moisture to get inside of this container. If you do, you're gonna have problems. It's salt. It's gonna absorb the moisture. You're gonna have clumps inside of your salt. So make sure you always keep the lid tightly closed. And when you're pouring your salt into your tank, you're not letting any of the water get onto your scoop. So when you go back in here and scoop your salt, you're not getting any of that water into your salt. But anyway, so let me scoop out 35 gallons worth. And then I'm just going to put it into this container. I need my scoop. And the instructions is on the back if you need them. And again, I'll read them for you since it says, to prepare small quantities, use a half cup of instant ocean per each 1 gallon of US water. So half a cup, I'm using a full cup, right? So that's why I said I need to get a scoop real quick. You ready? All right, so I got the big boy scoop. So this is gonna make it to where I only have to take out 17 and a half of these scoops. And this might seem a little bit extra, but I don't care. I don't like it.
It's not extra.
I don't want to breathe it in or any of that. I suggest that you if you need to, you do it as well. So I'm going to take out 17 and a half. 1, 2,
3. I got probably 4.
5. I'm about to be at 17 in a minute. You can stop it. All right, so now that we got that salt out of there, now let's go ahead and get the circulation pump stationed. Take off this mask, I don't need it now. So, like I was saying, got the circulation pump in place. And if you have a smaller aquarium, I wouldn't even do it this way. If I had a smaller aquarium, I would buy all of my salt water. I buy it already made. I buy the live rock. I buy the live sand. And then I set it up and put the fish in there immediately. But we're going to do it this way because it's 125 gallons. That will cost me probably $130, 140 bucks to fill that up. That's too much money. Somebody barbecuing. All right, let's see if the circulation pump is going. And it is. That's what I need to see. So now I'm about to just pour all this salt in there, all of it. It's about to be looking like dry ice, y'all. There it is. Woo. Woo. Get up out of that bed. All right, so that's what it's going to look like. That's what it's going to look like. Now, let's go ahead and get this one right here set up to get some fishing. All right, so I found my hose. Now I just want to make sure that this pump is working. This hose fit on here too. And it does. We're good. All right. It's good. So let me just cut what I think I'll need. Get myself a little bit extra as always. Let's rinse this off real quick. All right. So we got the nice hose clamp right here. Make sure you got you some hose clamps handy. All right. I'm not even gonna need it though. That's kind of that's a snug fit. Handy. Didn't need it. Yeah. I'll take it. All right. Plugged in. Let's see if we got some water coming. Where's my other power strip? Got one more. Need that. All right. Let's see. No water. All right. What's going on?
The top one looks a little clear.
Oh, it's clearing up already? Nice. Oh, there we go. You hear it? So before I do that, I should probably, should probably brace it a bit. Got that board right there that's not being used for anything. Stick this one right here temporarily. Do I like it? I don't really like it. Yeah, I don't like it. Matter of fact, it can sit right there. That'll work just fine. So now, I'll cut it back on. We're gonna see if we got any leaks, anything like that. And then we're gonna fill this up with some media and then get these fish in here. So the process is easy. I want you to know that. Don't let nobody make you feel like you can't do it, or don't get too intimidated about doing it. Once you get that salt in there, so also, where's my refractometer? All right, look how clear this one is now. Cleared up rather quick. Now we just gotta wait until all that salt dissolves. All right, so here's the refractometer, portable. This is how you check the salinity on your aquariums. If you have a brackish tank, this is what you're gonna use. Brackish water means you have some salt in the aquarium. This bad boy has been sitting. A little dust on it. Woo. Still gonna work though. All right, so it comes with this little dropper. You take a little sample, you put a little drop on there, just like that, and then you close it. Sorry, bud. Now, This is what you have to do. You have to look through this up at the light. You could do it outside, you could do it inside, and then it's going to tell you the reading. So I'm at, ooh, that's high. And now that's, yeah. Nah, it's at 25. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I was worried. We are at 25. So that's how you read it. And when you clean these, you use distilled water to clean it. You don't use tap water to clean it. But you want to make sure that you clean it off so it don't have any salt residue, so you'll have an inaccurate reading the next time you use it. So, beauty of this nice RODI right here, right? We're going to take I'll rinse it. So, come on. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And then off of that as well, just like that. Let it dry. So if you had, it comes with a cloth. I've had it for a long time. I lost a cloth. So that's where you would take the little cloth. That's kind of like the same one that you use for your glasses so you don't scratch it. Take the little cloth, dry it off, put it away for future use. Make sure you do that. And don't lose the cloth. I didn't lose the cloth. I didn't lose it. So, look, this is where it was at. It was hiding. Come here, babe. It was hiding from me. So I had it right here with the instructions. So looking out for myself. So like I said, use the cloth, dry it off. There we go. Just like that. Fold the cloth up. So when you put things away neat, you know, sometimes even if you forget where something's at, if you did it right the first time, you know, it's kind of like looking out for yourself. That's what I like to call it. Anyway, so put that away for future use. We are good. I keep all of my aquariums at 1.025. Why? Because when you buy your salt water, they typically are at 1.025. Hence, you don't have to buy any extra RODI water to try to balance it and measure. You don't have to do all that. If you keep it at 1.025, you could keep corals in that. You could keep fish in that. Somebody else might say otherwise. I'm just telling you what I do. Anyway, this thing is on their way. We don't have any leaks anywhere. Let's get some media in here. Let's do that right now. Fast. We got things to do, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Take my...
Harley.
So, we're pulling from right there. So that right there is the trash can sump that I made for this 225-gallon aquarium. This thing has been working beautifully. So let's see. It's like cherry picking, you know, we're going shopping. I mean, let's see. And look at this stand. I could stand on the stand. All right. So I could get some rock to go in there as well. Let's dig deep. Oh, sorry guys, I'm about to move some stuff around on you. There we go. Not only do I have the media blocks in here, but I have a big sponge filter. I have man, watch. We getting fish in, we putting those fish in here today, and they're gonna be safe. It's not like one of those things where, you know, sometimes you do it and you messed up. Nah, look at all this media that we about to have. Look, all this. So the thing I love about this trash can sump is that I'm able to not only do this, but I will definitely buy more boxes of the higher media. I'm not promoting, but it's higher media. I do like the product. I'm going to buy some more of that, and then I'm going to fill this trash can up again with more of it. Because look at this. Look at that. All that now is covered with beneficial bacteria. You know, we have rock. I mean, like all of this stuff right here is not only going to help me jumpstart the aquarium, but like I said, I got decor in there, y'all. Got decor in there. So that's the beauty of this thing. More rock. Sponge, media, rock, whatever you could think of. Fill it up, put it all up in there. It's going to be surface area for your beneficial bacteria to colonize. And you never know when you're going to need it. I'm about to set one up for the freshwater. More. Look at that, more. I'm going to set one up for the freshwater. And I'm going to set up an additional trash can sump just like this next to this one for the for more salt water. All right, I don't want to deplete them too much. Huh? Oh yeah, they hungry for sure. It's not feeding day. All right, let's get this over there. Woo! Little water, never hurt nobody. Ah! All right. Now, yeah. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Let me show you this right here. Yeah. We're gonna set this up. Let's get air pump or sponge filter, really. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm going to use it. The only reason I'm going to use it really is because, come on now. The reason why I'm going to use it is because it has all that beneficial bacteria on there. So, it's going there just like that. Now, where's the top? There we go. All right, all right. So that's how that go. Put that in there like that. That comes apart. Just in case you didn't know how to take your sponge filter apart. Pretty sure you don't have. There we go. Drop that on in. Get some beneficial bacteria in there like that. We're gonna just dump all these pieces of media right there in that sump. Could you see that, babe? You see me? All right, good. All right. And as I said before, I don't even need to break the stuff. It breaks. So if it can't fit, you could break it to make it fit. There we go. All right. Let's get this rock in there now. So the water's cold. I got a nice heater to go in there. We'll eventually get sand and do all that stuff. But you know what? When you guys start off these aquariums like this, you don't always have the money to just go and immediately and just buy all the sand. And, you know, so we doing it how we would do it together. This is exactly how I got to do it. And I'm sure some of you got to do it the same way. Getting a little bit at a time. All right, so I'm just basically just throwing it up in there, making it look some kind of way. It's really not a big deal. Don't really have that much to go in there anyway. But just get in some kind of little tunnels, little caves. It's really all they like. And then, so all that you've seen so far is all, I'm pouring this water in there and everything. All of it. All right, so, sorry babe, did I get you a little bit? All right, so now I'm gonna cut this up and I'm gonna put this in the first compartment. The reason I'm putting it in the first compartment, because that's the first part of the filtration. So we wanna catch all the big particles. We don't want all the big particles to pass through and get caught up in all of your beneficial, not the beneficial bacteria, but the other media. You don't want it to get caught up in this kind of media because all it's going to do is get clogged up and it's not going to work. So you put your sponges before all of that sort of media. So I've told you before where I got this from. I got this from Koi Enterprise. I'm pretty sure any kind of like pond spot, koi spot would have these pads, and this is really awesome stuff. I tell you, it really is. Just the way that you could just cut it and manipulate it, and it comes in. It's a really large roll, so it comes in a very. I think you pay for about a foot. So depending on what size you want, next time I definitely got to get a bigger piece because I run through this stuff. Look at that. Watch when you see how I'm setting it up there. It's really good. And you'll see exactly why I'm recommending this stuff. Check it out, babe. All right. So we have all these pads up there. Don't have to look pretty. Don't worry about that. Don't have to be even. If you want it even, you can make it even. But all the water has to pass through all these pads before it hit any of these chambers right here where the beneficial bacteria, the media is for that is. And then on this compartment right here, I could put more sponge if I had it. So we pass through these two compartments for the beneficial bacteria, and then it comes through the last compartment again, and it filters out any other large particles that didn't get trapped or caught up in the first three chambers. Excuse me, babe. Let's see if I have any more, and I think I do, not much. Damn.
I can't really get in there because of this, but I zoomed in.
That's all good. All right, so I got a little bit more. Okay. All right, so now we're going to plug in the sponge filter. All right, got the sponge filter plugged in. Let's get this heater plugged in over here, and then we're smoking after that. All right. This damn thing better not cause any issues. Which one was which? That was doing the beeping, whatever. Try this one out. All right, so now we got the heater on this thing. Hopefully, let's see, set it for 80, see how long this takes. I had a couple Hygger heaters that was causing me some issues. Kept having error readings, things like that. So hopefully this is not that one. But yeah. Just be aware of that. All right. I think that's it, guys. That's basically, I mean, I could put some more media in there, and I probably will actually, but that's really it. Take out all that skim that's on the top of the water. Little bacteria that looks kind of nasty. Got to get a light for it, got to get a top for it. Good thing none of the fish are trying to jump out. Yeah, that's nasty. All right, so aside from that though, we'll be back in about 30 minutes. As you see, I'm sweating like hell. It's hot in here. And I need to take a little break. Right along with you guys. I'll be right back. You ain't got to do none of that. All right, so I'm back, guys. I went ahead and did a lot of work off camera. I finished setting up this one only because it's pretty much the same as I did with this one down here. So I got the sump set up. I did put in here all the biomedia blocks that I pulled out of that sump over there. I will add some sponge in here, pre-filtration. As you see that flow, we want to make sure we capturing all of the large particles, the debris, all of that. Light went out, whatever. Other than that, we are set. Heater right here in place. As you know, we have the circulation pump right there. It'll take a couple of days for this it'll take a couple of days for the salt to dissolve. And then once it does, we're getting them in here. But, let's go ahead and get the fish from the 37 gallon into this 125. Should be a quick, easy process. I will acclimate them. I'm also going to move into here their rock, their sponge filters, etc. Only because I want to make sure that I have as much beneficial bacteria in this tank as I possibly can. The fact that once I remove those fish out of the 37 gallon is going to be empty, any beneficial bacteria that's left in there, if I don't bring any fish into there, is going to starve anyway. So I do want to make sure that I'm taking that into consideration. I do have plans though for this 37 gallon. I was thinking of getting maybe like a mantis shrimp, especially since it's off to the corner. I think it'd be pretty cool. Carter would like that. So yeah, that's what I think I'll do. Now, as far as getting the water out of here, we're basically just going to siphon it out the old-fashioned way. I know they're ready. They are ready to get moved. So, that wasn't on there good. Make sure it's on there. Yeah. You know, the thing is, they get worn out after a long time. And I've had this matter of fact, this is the same one I bought like 7 years ago. So it's lasted a long time, but they get worn out. Sometimes you could just switch the side like I was just able to do. So we're pulling out the water. As you see, Carter's getting curious. And then, yeah, we have in here the saddleback grouper. We have our undulated trigger, and we have a pineapple trigger. Somewhere in here. So like I said, I do like the scape. Should I leave the scape in here? I probably should leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave the scape for the mantis shrimp. Also, yeah, I just gotta get that mantis shrimp soon. We should get it soon. I think that's about it for the water. We don't need to pull out too much. The more water you pull out, the more water you're gonna have to pull out that aquarium in order for you to double the water in volume. That's my method. When I acclimate whatever water the fish is in, I make sure I just double the water volume with the tank water that the fish is going in. So by that time, you know, it's basically like the same water. So let's go ahead and, it's probably gonna be kind of hard to catch these fish though. With these triggers, you wanna be careful because they have these little spines that like to get caught in the nets. And I'll probably have to remove all of this, to be honest with you, even though, yep, I'll have to remove it. It's all right. I'll put it right back. 3 nice rocks. Set it in there for now. Hopefully I don't have to take them all out. Yeah, I'll take this big one out though, that's for sure. And I think I will grab the bigger net only because for some reason, these fish be fast.
Oops, sorry, babe. Papa.
All right. Well, looks like I will need to get all of them out. It will definitely speed things up. make things easier. Well, it won't make things easier is the rocks being in the way, but I'll figure that out too. All right, we got one. Excuse me, Pop. You see how he's putting his spines out? He's definitely trapped in the net. Like that's.
Oh yeah.
But I will be able to get him out.
Come here.
All right, let's go ahead and drop him in.
Oh.
And he's still, there we go. Good.
Perfect.
That wasn't perfect, but it was good.
Hang in there.
The grouper looking straight right.
Now let's try. Oh.
Let's get this out the way. Kind of need the light.
No, Carter. How about this way?
No, that's not helping.
Oh. In the middle. There you go. Ew, you almost had both of them.
All right. There we go. And then lastly, where are you at?
Right there.
Where?
Back there. In the corner. Yep,
Got him?
I think so. Nope,
Yep.
nope, right here in the corner, baby.
All right, we got him in there. Let me go ahead and get this rock back into this tank. So I'll set it up in a different way since we plan on putting the mantis shrimp in here next.
The rock is really beautiful.
Yeah, I like this one. Yeah.
Is that fish?
Yeah. 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 All right, and I don't need both of them, damn. I don't need both of those.
Carter Bear.
Whatever.
Papa, come here. Carter.
All right, so now I just need to add the water into the bucket, doubling the water in volume. The water should be pretty much the same for its temperature, but I know that the chemistry is a little bit different since this is set up and that's been established. So let's just go ahead and actually once I'm done, I'm just gonna pour all the water in.
I thought you were going to do that.
Yeah, but I want to acclimate them first. I want them to be used to the water chemistry first. So I'm not gonna do it too fast. Do a little bit at a time. So when it's time to move them in, I'll be right back, probably in about like 10 minutes. All right, so now that the water has doubled in volume, it's time to get these fish into this tank. I'm ready, you ready, they ready, let's do it. We'll go with this net first. Matter of fact, I said I was gonna put all the water in there, so you know what?
Dump them.
Just dump it. Just dump the whole thing. And a rock. All right. So they had a nice little slide into their new home, and they went right into the rock. There go one. There go the pineapple
And
trigger,
there goes-
and there goes the undulated trigger,
All three.
and then there's a saddle grouper. All right. There we go. Good. Let me wipe it off. Yeah. All right, so this is going to be the home for these 3 fish for a while. They're definitely going to have some company soon, but yeah. Now we have this open 37 gallon that we're going to put the mantis shrimp in. In the next couple of days, these beautiful fish right here are going to be enjoying their upgrade of this 125 gallon, and they also will be having some friends soon. But yeah, it's just all about giving the fish that we have the appropriate size tank and living environment so they could actually live a happy life in our care. But anyway, so before I go, I'll run a little montage for you. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you learned something. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to drop them down in the comment section. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Peace.